Hi everyone, it's Noemi from Washington, West Hollywood here in LA. And as many of you know, I just had a brain fart. We are currently quarantined. We've been quarantined for the past 2 weeks already. It's gonna be 3, but I hope everyone's staying safe, washing their hands like they're supposed to, and please stay at home, please. So today, for the sake of this video, is to show you how to make your skin more flawless, natural, without how to make your face more brighter and natural as possible without the need of so much foundation and so much concealer. So this has been my everyday look because we're in quarantine, so obviously I'm not gonna go nowhere, but I really want to have a fresh, natural face without so much coverage, but it's gonna give you enough coverage that it's not gonna feel too heavy. It's gonna feel light and very natural. So first I'm gonna start with skincare. So I'm gonna start with putting some eye cream under my eyes, some serum, and a little bit of SPF restorative cream and all that stuff. Okay. Where are you, my friends? Where are you? Oh no, this. So extra. Okay. So first of all, to start off with, I like to use the Kanuka chapstick. So it's been cold. It's been a little chilly, and my lips get dry sometimes. So I found that this works for me for really to give me that extra hydration. And this one's Kanuka, and you can purchase this in the Washington website. I would say the store, but we're not open at the moment. So yeah, this is what I like, and it keeps your lips hydrated. I like to use it in the night before I go to sleep because sometimes my lips get chappy, and I hate when my lips get chappy and dry, super dry. And we get it because the weather, it just changes. So I'm just looking for, okay. So here's the intensive renewal cream. I'm looking for my eye cream, so give me a sec, you guys. No. So I know I'm supposed to have my hair tied up, but I showered and I need my hair to be dry. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my corrective eye cream, and this has become part of my routine too, because normally I wear normally put on moisturizer and eye spray, but I put toner first and then moisturizer. So what I'm doing with the eye cream, with your ring finger, I'm just patting the under eye. You could even go whatever it's left, just go on the eyelids. Okay, so I'm going to be taking the intensive renewal cream. I'm just going to apply a little small amount, and this is also stimulating the blood on your face. So make sure to cover every part of your face. Then I'm going to be taking restorative cream, which is also the same thing I'm going to do with the serum, like I did with the serum. So I'm taking my extra moisture because I need that moisture, even though if my skin is oily, but not as oily as it used to be in my teen years. Wow, I'm old. I'm just kidding. But I'm applying this all over and patting it. Same as I did with the other products. You don't want to scrub. There. I always like to start with brows because that's my favorite part, but you could go ahead and start with priming and correcting if you do correcting, and then conceal, but I'm just gonna go straight. Okay, so I like to take a primer, but if you're the type that even if your skin feels super oily, like your oils can't be controlled by any primer that claims for you to stay matte all day, I suggest you use magnesium milk. That is like a primer, but in this case we're not going to use that. That's only if you want your makeup to last all night long, but since I'm going nowhere, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to take a little bit of a primer, and it could be any primer you like of your choice, and I'm just focusing it on the T-zone area. And I just like to use my hands to just smooth it all over my face, and this is gonna help me. This is gonna help for the concealer to be distributed more easier, and instead of using so much concealer. So this is what the primer does too. Okay, so I'm just starting with primer, and then I'm gonna go in with the brows. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to my brows right now. Okay, I'm looking for my brow stuff. Okay, so here it is, and I like to take an angled brush, like a little tiny angled brush for my brows. And personally I like to use gel. I don't like powder. I used to use powder. I like gel more than powder, just because it's more easier for me to work with. Powder, not so much for me, but you can use powder or a pencil if you like. So first I like to take my brush, my spoolie, and I like to brush. If I like how it comes out, then I'm just gonna leave it at that, and then I'm gonna like carve it with my concealer, which I'll show you. So it might work for you, it might not work for me. I didn't go over the other one because it's very, very, very self-explanatory. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish. This method works for me. It might not work for you, but if it works for you, then good. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a little smaller brush. It's like a flat brush, and it's a small one. And I'm gonna be taking my Jouer concealer. This is the one that I have. This one is in Dulce de Leche. And this one's a high coverage concealer, which is why we're not gonna put so much of it. So I'm running out. As you can see, I love it, and I'm scared, so I'm just gonna like, okay, so I'm taking like another fatter brush. Okay, so I'm gonna go back with this. No. I'm not gonna take so much of that, and then whatever, I'm taking this. And I'm just gonna like sweep across, and I'm gonna take that brush again. And this one's just like targeted something, just for small details too. Okay. There. Okay. Oh my god. I'm trying to do this really quick as possible. So I'm gonna be finish my brows right now, and I'll be right back to start on the concealer. So a quick side note before I begin. For my brows, I like using the Brow Gel, and this one's the gel. It's clear and it's water resistant, and I always like to use this after I'm done with my brows because it keeps my hairs in place. So shout out to you, girl. Shout out to Brow Gel because it keeps my hairs just lay down, you know, just lay your brows. There we go, and this one's it. Okay, so back to the concealer. So I'm gonna take some of this. I love the wand, this is why I like it. So I'm gonna be going a little bit there, a little bit there, and since I have scarring here, it makes me self-conscious, so I like to cover that up very good. And then sometimes, just to make it even, I like to go in on the other side, a little bit on my nose, a little bit on the sides of my nose. That's it. We're gonna blend right now. You have the option to use a beauty blender, but I like using the same brush I used for the same for my brows to carve them. So I like to take this and I like to pat as if I'm using my fingers. Okay, so I'm just gonna be patting that real good. I'm gonna be moving to the nose. Notice I'm not using so much because a little goes a long way, trust me. Less is more. A lot of people have really deep dark circles, so in that case, like, I would do color like an under eye brightening cream, such as like the Becca under eye brightening cream, light to medium, and you could get that also in the Blushington website too. So I'm just gonna blend that, and you see how so I'm gonna be taking some setting powder. You can use a colored one, but in this case I'm gonna use a white one. And you can also use another good powder to use is the RMS powder that we also carry in Blushington, but I don't have that one, so I'm gonna use another powder. This one smells like coconuts. And I'm just gonna set it on the under eyes. It looks crazy right now, but trust me, this is gonna help it. Okay, so this is another way to brighten your eyes too. And I don't crease, so I can't really tell you much what to do with the creasing because I don't crease. So I really can't really give you a tip to do that. If I did crease and I had a trick to do for it not to crease, then I would tell you, but I don't tend to crease. So whatever's left, just kind of pat it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm putting that away. I'm gonna be taking a foundation powder, which this is more pigmented. And I'm gonna take a brush, a fluffy brush, not a fluffy brush. This one's a buffing brush. And I'm gonna like set my whole face. And you could do this too, so you see that white powder? It won't be noticeable much once you apply the powder, the foundation powder. My God. Okay. Then I like to give some color to my face too, which also I'm gonna be using a bronzer. And I'll be taking something like this. And I forgot what it says here, but this one is like a multi-use powder. You could use this for contour, you could use it for like something like what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna give it a little bronze on my face. So for bronzers, I like to use the bronzers that don't give an orange finish to it, just because it just kind of looks weird. The best one that I've used on clients before is the Vita Labrada bronzers, which give it a really pretty natural bronze, especially to light skin. I think it looks really natural, so I definitely recommend that Vita Labrada bronzing powder. It looks light on the pan, but once you apply it to your skin, it gives it a really nice bronzy finish. So I'm just gonna buff and blend all over, not contouring. When I do for my nose, I do this. Okay. So for the nose, as I was saying, you could use a fan brush to do this, but this is more like of a natural contour, as you can see. I already have that. So that's just giving me another trick I learned. If you want your natural bronzer, you could do it like a W. So I've been kind of doing this too, applying whatever's left on my cheeks too. But I'm still gonna use blush, so I like to take it like a W here. Take whatever's left, so you don't look super like powdered, just powdered. Okay, so next I'm gonna be doing blush. So my blush that I like to use, my blush right now that I like to use is from another pan, but I like to mix it with this blush from Petite and Pretty, and this one is the 9021 Bungalow edition, and it's such a pretty palette. It's one of my favorite palettes. A lot of you guys know that it's my favorite, and especially this highlighter, but I'm going to show you how to apply the blush. So I'm going to take my other blush, and I'm going to be taking a brush like this. This one, it's a highlighting brush, but I've been lately using it for my blush, and I really love using this for my blush so much. So I'm going to be taking some of this blush. I don't like pink, extremely pink blushes, just because I might look burnt. So I like to mix it in with this one, which is called Tropicali. And I like to tap it out, just kind of work my way. Smile. Smile away. Okay, next. And smile. Okay, so I'm taking that blush. Okay, blend some on my nose too. Okay, see how that gives more color? So now I'm gonna be taking a highlighting brush, and for highlighter I like to do something like this. I don't like fan brushes just because I don't feel like they don't really work for me. I used to do it, but I don't do it anymore. I take something like this, a brush, which I say it's a highlighting brush, and I don't have a pan for highlighter that's only highlighter, but I've been using this one, which is Sun-Kissed Shimmer, and a lot of the pans in the store have been hit pan, because you'll see why. You'll see why. So I'm taking that. Look how it is. So I'm taking my finger and just kind of dotting it. You see it? You see it? And then I'm gonna take this highlighting brush and just blend it. You don't need to put a lot though. And I like to put some on the Cupid's bow. Just a little bit. Okay. Taking some of that same one and applying it as a highlighter here. And just taking it and blending it really nicely. Okay. See? That's really pretty. I barely started using this. Okay. Or you could take a brush like this, a little skinny brush, and just blend it. But you could use your fingers too. So that's that. So now I'm gonna go with liner. I'm not gonna wear shadows just because I just want something natural. So I'm gonna be taking my Stila smudge pot, and I love this. I really love this gel liner. It's everyone's favorite. It's a favorite one to all the artists in the store because it's perfect for a wing liner or, you know, just liner. So I'm going to take a pointy brush, and what I'm going to do, I'm not going to apply it on top of the lash line. I'm going to be applying it inside the lash line. A lot of you have probably might know this, might not. So you're going to do what this does, it kind of makes your lash line a little fuller. So which is why I like to do this method a lot. I used to do it on the bottom of my waterline, like inside, but I don't do that anymore. I just feel like since my eyes are tiny, it just closes my eyes. So I'm gonna be doing that. Okay. So I'm just lining it inside. Oh my god. I've been doing this for some time and it's my favorite thing to do. Even before I apply fake lashes too. It works perfectly. Okay. Ooh. So I'm going to be taking this same brush, and let me try to explain what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna be taking the really outside of the eye, outer corner, and I'm just gonna flick it just to kind of make like a little whoop, like an extra lash, like a fuller lash type of effect. I've been doing this. Now I could tell you I've been doing this for some time and I like it. I started adding this to my natural look. So I'm gonna do also a cat eye too. A little tiny cat eye just because I like that, you know, that look. As you can see, it kind of makes a difference when you do that. So I'm gonna finish the other eye, but I really love this look. I mean, it's a little dark, but I'm gonna still have to blend it a little bit. But yeah, this is how it looks. And to do that, I like to take the end of a little brush and just kind of like give it a little twist. Or you could take like a little cotton swab and just do it too. Doesn't matter, whatever your choice is. But I figured that this works better for me. So you see, that's less, which I like that, you know. Okay, so that's that. It gives like a really seductive, kind of like sexy cat eye, but a really natural one. So I'm just like doing a little retouch, taking this, giving it a little twist. Clean it up a little bit. Okay, perfect. My last step. Oh shoot. Okay, so I'm gonna curl my lashes, but I'm not gonna put mascara. And I've really been loving that. Sometimes when I want to do something really quick, I only curl my lashes. So just so you could see just the lashes and that's it. if you don't want to wear mascara. Okay, so I'm gonna take my eyelash curler, try to get all the lashes. Okay, I'm just gonna curl. Another trick you can do is use like a blow dryer to heat up the lash curler and then let it cool it down and then apply it and curl it. So you see, I don't want to wear mascara today, so this is what I'm doing. Okay. And voila. Okay. So my last step, well, not last step, but I'm gonna be doing my lips. By the way, side note, for my lashes, I've been loving this one, which is the Ico mascara and Black Magic. This one is really good. Like, I love how it leaves my lashes. So that's that. And now for my lips, I like using the Kevin Aquan, and this one is in Minimal, which you can also get at our website. This one is such a pretty color. So I'm just gonna line my lips, and sometimes I like to fill in all my lips in with just this. So I'm just gonna keep filling them in. And lately I've been loving gloss, so that's what I'm gonna be applying. Okay. So you see, I like to fill in my lips with this. So I'm gonna be taking like a mauve. Actually, I'm gonna be taking my PYT Lip Duo lipstick and lip gloss. So I'm gonna be using just the lip gloss, actually. Yeah. Okay, so now this is the final look. So for setting spray, I like to use the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day. We have them in green tea and coconut, I believe, but mostly green tea. But the one I'm using is cucumber, but it's still Gerard Cosmetics. And this one smells super good. So I'm gonna spray it. Okay. And this is the final look. It's very simple, but you know, it has coverage. It makes my skin look brighter, and some color with some blush, some glow. And yeah, I didn't even use foundation for this, and it feels really nice. So thank you guys for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something from it, and please stay safe.